this is Daniela Weiss. At Reset Your Body, we do a lot of work cleansing our bodies. It's a deep tissue cleanse, but what I'm showing you today is actually something you can do when you've got a cold, when you've got allergies, when you've got a headache. It's part and parcel of cleaning your lymphatic system. And today I'm going to show you how to do that on your head. So very often, we have pressure building up in our head, which gives us headaches. We have allergies that puff up our skin and everything gets blocked. We get sore throats and you can see the swelling. Or we get a toothache sometimes, and it's actually not a tooth at all, but it's one of your glands along the way or your lymph nodes that has been swelling up. So I'm going to show you some very simple techniques on how to do this today. So we'll start off with this. You sit down somewhere comfortably and you get some oil and you warm it up in your hands. So you have some oil ready and you warm it up and rub it in your fingers, especially because you want your fingers to be warm and tactile and actually be feeling. So the points that's your starting point and your end point are the points where you've got your clavicle bone here and you've got this line right down here, which is a muscle, okay? And right here, you just go doink back from your clavicle bone, and this is the spot where you want to be pressuring. So this is one of your lymph nodes, and it's the lymph node that sort of links this part here, the string of your lymphatic system coming down here. There's a node here, and this is the one you want to activate. Sometimes I use more fingers just to get a better feel for the area and kind of testing it a little bit where the spot is, because you can feel it. It feels really nice when you get the spot, and it's a very, very light pressure. It's like moving a small object across a table, so a mobile phone or a coin or a pen or something like that. So there's not a lot of pressure required at all. And you do this about 25 times depending, and you keep putting pressure on this point. This one is the one that you tap gently, okay? And this line down here, you've actually got 7 different lymph nodes right along here. And that's really important. You just stroke gently down. It's always down, never up, because we want to clear the head, don't we? We want to get rid of all this fluid that is building up, the mucus that is building up in our head. So you keep stroking right down. Keep doing this. And it's actually great when you've got oil, oil on your hands, because you're not pulling the skin too much. You keep doing this. And then the next thing you do is you open your hands like so. You put them in this position and you clasp your ear like this, because there are lymph nodes behind, on top, and in front of your ear. And you just pull down. You do it on both sides at the same time, but I'm just demonstrating it for you. So you pull down ever so gently, pull down, up, pull down, up. And you do that 20 times as well. And then there's a spot right here that also accumulates, that's very, very likely to kind of block everything. So what we're doing in essence is we're unblocking the traffic jam here. So you tap this point here. Again, 20 times. You do about 20 repetitions, up to 50 if you want, depending on how bad it is, on your congestion or your headache. And you just press this point, tap, tap, tap. And then you move into your face, because this is sort of the direction of traffic, if you will, okay? So up here, very often, when we get the headaches here in the front, in the forehead. So basically, you just push down and you come to here, and you push down and you come to here. So you just across and here, and you do it on both sides, as I said. And what you're doing is you're literally opening all the channels. And what you can do is then you can just tap here and push down, so you can help it if it's really bad. You want to do this in the middle of the flow of opening these up, so that just to make sure it's not blocking anywhere. Okay, so tap, 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 and down here. And sometimes you can go down here, because from here it goes here and then down. So you go here and then down. And then you do the same. This is especially when your eyes are really puffy and swollen from allergy. It's usually allergies, or it's just when you've got a cold, for example. So you go into this little crease right here, and you go across your eye along the, you know, where your lashes are, and you move to this spot. This is where you want to end the motion, okay? So again, you start from here, the side of the nose, along that line to here. And then you do the same underneath your eye, and you basically, you come back to this spot. And there are a few on the nose. You can also try that. If your sinus problems are really bad, what you can also do is you take your nose here, where, you know, just where your cartilage starts from the bone, and you put the other hand here, and you pull in opposing direction, and you will really open up those channels. And I'm probably going to start sniffling in a minute, so I apologize. So you keep doing this, and it really, see, and it really opens you up. And the next thing you can do is basically along your jewel line, you do the same. You go to this spot here, go back here, okay? And then sometimes you can feel it. Sometimes underneath here, you've got an uncomfortable feeling, and you know something's actually, you put your hand there and you can feel a little nodule, and you just press it back. But this time you only go to here, because you don't want to go up. You always want to go down. So you go back to the spot and bring it down, and tap, 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 tap. Okay? Now, if your headache is at the back as well, what you do is you put your hands together like so. You put them in the back here, where, you know, sort of where the bone starts. And again, with oil, this is quite pleasant actually. And you just press and press. Or you can pull down a little bit. Just pull down a little bit, ever so gently, and you can actually feel things are starting to move. Okay? And you do this about 20 times or so, and then you go down, down, and tap, 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 tap. And this is a really simple way to alleviate headache, congestion in your nose, or your sinuses rather, and also sore throat. So even if your children come home from school, for example, and they've got a sore throat, this is an excellent way of actually relieving that. And sometimes all it takes literally is get some oil, warm it up in your hands, and just sort of stroke down, stroke down. That's already all it takes. It's just this motion that will get sort of, you know, wake the lymphs up. Okay? And this is something, as I said, that we do when we go through a deep tissue detox protocol. We can use this once a day, no more, and only if you really feel that you've got a blockage there. Okay, so I hope you'll find this useful. If you've got any questions, as always, just put them in the comment box, or go, you know, if you're in the Facebook group listening to this, get in touch via private messenger, or just put a comment in the comment box. Okay, take good care. I look forward to seeing you again soon. Bye-bye.